All right, so Mormon fans, hey, it's been a while since I've talked. Got a new baby. Today we wanted to talk about transgender individuals and the church's position. What qualifies me to talk about transgender issues? Not a lot. I've taken some university courses on gender studies, and transgenderism is definitely a topic that was studied there. I've got a few friends that are transgender, and a few friends that are very active in the LGBT community that I've discussed with in preparation for this video. The term transgender man, for those not familiar, transgender man means they were born with female parts. Transgender female means that they represent as a man but were born with man parts. And I guess to start off, I know that there's a multiplicity of ways to discuss these issues and terminologies that I'm probably going to butcher. Just be patient with me. So what does the church say on transgender? They haven't said much, but they have said that gender is an essential part of your identity. It's an essential characteristic of an individual premortal, mortal, and eternal purpose. Does that mean that your gender is correct and wasn't part of the fallen earth? I don't know. Does that mean someone that identifies as a female but has a male body? Does that mean their spirit is actually female? I don't know. I don't know. As far as pronouns are concerned, don't get too wrapped around the axles on that, because the pronouns that someone uses isn't nearly as important as who you are as an individual. Another thing they've said is, well, as far as I know, there is no policy on transitioning in ways that don't involve surgery. Hormone therapies, cross-dressing, and other means of living out a gender. We'll talk more about what it means to actually live a certain gender in a minute, but I don't think the church is going to necessarily reprimand you or get mad at you if you wear a suit to church and you are born a female. Even specifically, a young girl came to church recently wearing a suit and expressed that she was transgender, and nobody, really cared. It was fine. I don't think wearing a suit is as important as who you are as an individual. If you're a good person, do you have a good heart? That's probably way more important than what you're actually wearing to church. You can certainly fulfill your callings wearing any clothes that you wish. Obviously, the idea is to be respectful. The idea is to, you're essentially presenting yourself to God, and you're trying to put your best foot forward. So, just wearing anything is okay. You could come to church wearing whatever you want. You could come wearing flip-flops and a garbage sack or whatever you wanted to wear. But the idea is that you're going there to show your respect to God and what He's done for you. And so dressing nice is appropriate, whatever nice may be. We have a couple different things. We've got, again, what my friend showed me was how there's sex, which is what you're born with. The genitalia that you're born with is what determines your sex. There is your gender attraction, which gender you're attracted to, what your gender expression, the way that you express your gender, the physical attractive, where you're physically attracted and emotionally attracted are different things too. So my biggest question around this whole topic is mainly to do with the gender expression. I don't know who or what or why, because I'm a man, I'm supposed to wear this shirt and tie. Sure, that's my gender expression, and sure, that's a societal norm, but I don't have any issue with someone that was born as a female wanting to wear a shirt and tie. Just express yourself or dress how you want to dress, and if you think it's respectful and you think it's honoring God, then of course, yeah, wear that to church. I think the overarching thing, or the overarching message for any individual who is transgender or thinking that they might feel like their body doesn't represent the sex that they are internally, my question would be, why do you feel that way? Is it because you want to dress a different way? Is it because you're attracted to a different sex, physically or emotionally? Is it because you just because why, what is it? What is it that makes you feel that your sex is incorrect? Because majority of the things that we place around sex is just, I don't want to say fictional, but it's all just made up anyway. And so there's no reason why you can't be born a man and still be a man and act in feminine ways, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just, there's going to be a person out there for you. There's going to be a person that, mirrors the opposite version of you, and you guys can be together. There's going to be someone that understands where you're coming from and is fine with that. And so I'm not saying not to identify yourself as transgender. I'm just saying that understand why you feel that way and see what it is. Talk about it with loved ones. Talk about it with your family, your parents, if appropriate, your bishop, and just approach it in a way of understanding. Obviously, you talk about it with God, pray about it, and see the right way to approach the topic with others and with yourself. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be saddened about. It's nothing to be suicidal over. It's simply just that every person is different. Every person has different trials they go through, and it's really our take on different things that happen to us, whether or not we even need to consider them as trials. Some of the things that we are given and some of the things that we bear are there to help us be stronger, are there to help us help other people, are there to help us understand the world better. And a lot of societies, especially some of the Indian or the indigenous cultures that I studied in that gender class that I took, those that were, in these cases they were men, born as men, but had feminine qualities. They were seen as some of the highest in spirituality. They were seen as someone that had the ability to empathize with both sexes, and I think that that's a beautiful thing to see it that way as well. So don't be ashamed. God loves you. He wants you to be happy. So don't feel out of place. Just know that He loves you and know that you're always welcome in His house. I leave those things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Just remember, you won't love it unless you live it.